Where does gayness come from, and how is it transmitted?
That is a loaded question.
My pastor said it can come from breastfeeding.
He said that?
Well, he didn't fight me hard on it.
I don't know if there's truth to that.
What is it called when two men intertwine their penises? Like the snakes on the medic alert bracelet? Is it called red vining?
Is it called red vining? We heard it was called red vining.
People red vine?
Where are gay men's vaginas?
They don't have vaginas.
What?
Oh. They're just regular men.
When two gay men have sex, how do they know whose penis will open up to accept the other person's penis?
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Anime Summit Podcast. It's your favorite host with the most, I'm the Bomb. And yes, that is how gay sex works. I don't know if you guys heard that just now. Just thought I'd educate people since it's Pride Month. I'm just kidding. But hey, happy Pride Month, everybody. And today with me, of course, is Danny.
If you can't love yourself, how the hell are you gonna love somebody else?
And Nick.
We're all born naked, and the rest is drag.
It's true. It's very true.
I don't know if I said that like RuPaul, but I tried.
Thank you, RuPaul, for the inspiring words.
Oh, man. Yeah, this week we decided to talk about LGBTQ anime and manga. Some of our favorite things in it. Nick is going to ask us some
I thought you were going to be like, Nick is the gayest.
Nick is going to ask us me and Dan some questions about LGBTQ stuff and, kind of grill us. And by the end of it, hopefully we'll get Nick to watch some more gay stuff. It's not that Nick doesn't watch gay stuff. I just think, number one,
you're going to reverse conversion therapy me.
He hasn't got around to it. And also, he's not really big on romance in general, even if it's straight romance.
I'm just too dominant for that.
He's too focused on his buckets.
Yeah,
I'm so dominant, I don't even make eye contact. You're not worthy.
Nick is a bucket sexual. It's like on the A spectrum.
I'm buck-sexual. I don't know if that works. That sounds like a deer.
But no, it's Pride Month, and the last week of June, that episode would actually come out in July. So we figured we'd do this now, and it's Pride Month, and I don't think it's any secret that I'm queer and trans, and I'm in a queer relationship. Actually,
what if you were trans but you were anti-LGBTQ? That'd be really funny.
Yeah, there's someone out there like that. Their name is Caitlyn Jenner.
Oh. I was thinking of the Chappelle Show where the black guy didn't know he was black. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Because he was blind or something.
Oh, man. Yeah, and, in a relationship with a few people, I went to a Pride parade. My first Pride was actually in 2019, and then the pandemic happened, and I haven't gone since. I wanted to go back, and I wanted to go this year. I don't know. Too many people. I'm one of those quiet gays. I guess.
Wear one of those fucking executioner masks, with the bird beak.
Oh, the plague doctor.
God.
Yeah, the plague doctor. Just do that. Then you're fine.
And dude, I don't think it's So anyway, I've talked about it enough on here about how, I'd be doing gay shit or whatever. It was really awkward as a kid. Being queer or whatever, and then the Asian side of my family was like, "Oh, that's the gay one," it's just like, gosh, yeah.
It's like in Wedding Crashers. He's like, "I'll be in my room painting homo things."
So funny, dude. But yeah, I don't think there is any shortage of queer media, obviously. I do think that, but lately we've gotten more of it.
I mean, we got a lot. I mean,
and
could always be more.
Anime wise, there's been more coming out, and not even just LGBTQ centered stuff, but characters in LGBTQ characters and things in regular stuff like shonens and things like that. And I'd love to talk about that. So, links.animesummit.net. Just go there, and that's where you can find all the links to listen to. You can go on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. Those links are there. And then we're on a bunch of other just random podcast apps as well. Otherwise, I would recommend Apple Podcasts or Spotify, because then you can leave like a rating on Spotify or a review on Apple Podcasts, which is nice. And then also the Discord link is on there, and the Discord link is really fun. And
you get to hang out with us.
Yeah, dude, it's really fun. And also, patreon.com/anime summit. Shout out to new patrons Silly Ruler and Marcus. Yeah!
Let's go.
Thank you so much. You guys are amazing. Love you both. Thank you for becoming patrons. If you are a patron, you must have seen that I made a post about this thing I'm working on called Fists of the Summit. I won't say what it is. I'm not even going to tell you what it is. I
think I got to work my way up from a thumb before I can get to a fist.
Oh my god.
God damn it, dude. That's good. That was a good one. No, like I won't say what it is. I'm working on a thing called Fists of the Summit, and I posted about it on Patreon, and I will announce that to the rest of y'all soon enough. But right now, it's for patrons' eyes only. So
it's really funny.
Dude, it's gonna be funny. I think it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be kind of serious, but kind of fun. It'll be good. You
want to say what it is, or like what type of thing it is?
No, I don't even want. No.
Okay.
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 Not even.
Not yet.
Not yet.
It's an NFT. It's not an NFT. It is not an NFT. That's the funny part. We're scamming you.
Oh man. Dude, listener question of the week, Nick.
All right, listener question of the week. What do we got, caller? Okay, it's from Fruit.
What do we got?
And they say, what is your least favorite part about anime gaining so much popularity in the States? Do you feel like there are any downsides?
There could be some downsides, but I mean, to me, I feel like for the positive aspect of it, we're getting a lot more merchandise now than we have been over the years. Like, I can't tell you how many times, I would go to like, just Target or something like that. And now Target has like Sailor Moon and Dragon Ball Z t-shirts and all that kind of stuff now. So that's always fun to see. Where the only way you'll be able to get like anime merchandise is through Hot Topic or like Suncoast Video Store or Sam Goodies and stuff like that.
Back then, yeah, Suncoast Video or Sam Goody.
Yeah.
I would often get Gundam figures at Suncoast Video at the one my cousin worked at.
and like another restriction for that, like back in the day, is like anime conventions or comic conventions, and that is the only way that you'll be able to get that kind of stuff. So I feel like that is a definite positive thing about it. So
negative wise, I would say my least favorite part about it is because it's getting bigger, it's becoming more visible in terms of like, it's becoming more visible to everybody. That includes the people who will use anime to blame it on whatever the fuck is wrong with our children or something. They'll be like,
or you'll get the fucking posers and, will go into like a Target or Forever 21, see like a Cowboy Bebop shirt and says, oh, that's cool. And then someone like me sees that shirt and says, hey, I have a tattoo of Spike Spiegel's spaceship, and the guy looking at me like I have 6 heads and he has no idea what I'm talking about. And then he looks at his shirt and says, oh, I just bought this shirt because I thought it looked cool. And I literally just death glared him and said, you should just rip that shirt
I thought
off.
that was a hypothetical at first, but that was just a
No,
real,
it's an actual.
that
like,
was a
it,
Danny
it
story.
literally was a Danny story, but I made it like it was a hypothetical thing, but it actually did happen.
God, that sucks.
Hey, it does look cool. I have a shirt like that. I've never played Doki Doki Literature Club. I bought a shirt. What do you think about that?
Poser.
Yes, I am a poser. I'm a sheep. I will follow it. I don't care. I don't have real thoughts.
I just mean in terms of like, then there's more people to see. Like, it's just like another thing for people to blame. Like, the people who blamed like video games, like like that's another thing for them to latch onto. Cause
Literally all the conservative Christians, it's the devil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw a clip of, I think it was not Clerks, but the Dogma by Kevin Smith. So he made the movie Dogma, and like there was a bunch of people protesting the opening of the movie.
Oh yeah,
And
he was at.
he
the-
was
Oh, yeah.
he was at the protest, and he's like, "I'm told it's a
Yeah,
very bad thing."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, that gives him more exposure. There you go. Anyway,
So fucking funny.
There you go.
And then he like denied it when they were like, "Dude, that's you." He's like, "No, that wasn't me." Like, I don't know.
yeah, the news were like, "We think it was him," but he said he wasn't. So okay.
So funny, dude.
Yeah. As
Yeah.
far as my opinion, let's see. Least favorite part about anime getting popularity? Oh, shit. I think, let's see. The fact that we know... that's bad. I was going to say we know that they're not getting paid enough, but that's not really... That should get fixed. Monopolies. There we go. Because didn't Sony buy everything? Pretty much. They got Crunchyroll, Funimation. That was Sony, right? Am I totally wrong on that?
No.
Anybody?
I think no,
Bueller?
you're right on that. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, I just think there's some risk there. There's also risk of like it becoming too many cooks in the kitchen, where you have like, anime studios trying to cater to U.S. and China and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Which I don't know if they really do that a lot anyway, because half their shit's like lolly shit, so it's fine. I think we're okay for now.
Well, I would say
First they went
that
after the lollies, and I was not a lolicon.
I will say another. I would say another positive thing about it is like the localization of things has improved drastically compared to the 90s and stuff like that.
Sometimes, yeah. Except for Netflix. Netflix fucks everything up.
Well, aside from Netflix, but majority of, localization has pretty much improved, compared to like the
Yeah.
Sailor Moon dub with like, we're not lesbians, we're cousins. Like,
That's a meme, though. That's pretty funny.
I mean, it is a meme now, but like back then, why did the U.S. think that was okay?
Yeah.
That was
So-
better.
Oh,
Yeah.
one more thing
Yeah.
is if you're at a convention, it can be too crowded. That's a downside.
Oh yeah.
If you got to wait in lines all the time, like Anime Expo, holy shit. I mean, that convention's probably just too big. They
Holy
should split into
shit.
two or something, but
Well, something major like that, Expo or like New York Comic Con, and all
Otakon,
that kind of stuff,
yeah.
they're always going to be like major events where there's just going to be thousands of people.
Yeah. For sure. All right.
I'm trying to get that con crud.
Waifu has been no concrete. Yeah.
Waifu is Ruby Moon from Cardcaptor Sakura, and husbando is Yamato from One Piece. Yamato.
Yeah, dude. Here's why.
Yamato.
I don't know who Yamato is.
Yamato is really cool. Here's why.
Yamato,
Because-
Yamato,
Okay. So Ruby Moon she technically is.
Well, but they represent as a woman.
She prefers femme pronouns too.
Yeah.
Question:
So, like,
are we all they? Can I say I'm a they even though I'm a he? Is that can I say that?
I mean, it doesn't. Yeah, if you want.
But like technically, is it like a rectangle square thing? Like a square is always a rectangle, but a rectangle is not always a square. You know what I'm saying?
That's a weird question because I think that comes down to each like individual person. But I mean, obviously, like if somebody left their phone on the table and they left, you'd be like, oh, someone left their phone there. You know, so it's like, you know,
We're all they. All right.
Context matters.
It's
Yeah,
like Good
I
Burger.
mean,
He's a dude. She's a dude. We're all dudes.
not really, but you know, yeah, you know, whatever. Like I said, it comes
You're
down
like,
to
yes, but actually no.
no, yeah. So like Ruby Moon, like there's nothing on their body that would indicate either or, but they
Right.
prefer femme pronouns, which is cool.
Right.
And then
Right.
Yamato is really cool because there's a lot of things on their body that would make people think that Yamato is a woman, but he's not. So I think that's really cool. And like he is, I mean, he's pretty hot, but like he's also like this.
Is that the one with the like horns?
Yeah, he's got like
Okay.
white hair and horns. And
Blue tips.
Yeah, he carries around like a really huge, like those really old
Look at
school
them
like
titties.
Japanese demon like club things, you know. Yeah, very cool.
He's got better boobs than most girls.
I am not there yet. I actually have read 500 chapters of One Piece, and I'm not there yet. But
Yeah, everybody on our server is starting to get into it now.
yeah, I was into it before it was cool.
Oh my god.
Just kidding. No, dude. Yeah, I actually,
Bodman and Bree both were into it before it was cool.
and Snowman, yeah,
And Snowman.
and Shin.
I still have to read one half piece first.
God.
Oh god.
Anyway, so
I
thought-
definitely have to read it though.
Yeah, no, I am having a lot of fun, and I will be talking about it in the near future once I get to a certain point. But yeah, I think there's some questions here that Nick is going to ask. I think Nick is like the token hetero, right? So like he's there because like if we didn't have him, we'd get sued by the higher ups, right? So it's like I'm just kidding.
I'm the token straight.
The token straight. I'm just kidding, dude. No, like I think for me personally, I did not because I like grew up watching a lot of shonen and stuff, right? So like I didn't really start consuming gay stuff until like high school. And then I like fell out of anime and manga for a while, and then when I got back into anime and manga, I was kind of going back to the shonen stuff. But back then in high school, I was reading a lot of like these like yaoi mangas and dojin, and there was always this guy at my local con who brought back like I don't know where he ordered them from or if he went to Japan and got them, but like he would go to he would get a bunch of like yaoi dojin from Comiket and like bring them back. And I got a couple from there one time. I don't know where they are. I lost them. But probably when I moved houses or something. But yeah, I was that's when that like around junior high and high school is when I started realizing, oh, well, that doesn't that's a boner. So like it's just like that's when I started consuming that stuff. I was into Gravitation when I was a kid. I really liked Gravitation.
That was like the first boy love show that I've ever watched.
I think that was like the first one I ever watched too. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I got really into like
Wait, I thought I was asking questions. What's happening?
Oh yeah, I'm just saying like my history with it cuz like I didn't really
Well, I could have asked you that, Sam. Jeez.
Oh, sorry, bitch.
Hi, everybody. This is Nick, and this is another episode of Mild Ones, where I ask the mildest questions about the spiciest topics, because we got to cancel it out because it's too spicy. With me here today, I have Sam. Sam is a world-renowned artist and podcaster who's done a lot of stuff and is and is good. And then we have Danny. Danny tries. Okay. Well, first question.
Moving on.
And on our Scoville scale, we're starting out with white bread. Okay? White bread flavored dip. We liquefy it.
So you're asking me and Danny, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm trans and
Pretty
queer,
much,
Danny,
Tom. Just continue what you were saying.
And Danny's like something, right? So I don't fucking know. But like, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like,
You guys
I'm
talk.
bi.
You guys sure talk a lot about queer stuff. Where did you get your start? There you go. Now you can talk for 5 minutes.
Where did I get my start? Dude, it's fucking weird because I had to come out twice. So like once in high school, and then another time a couple years ago, which is fucking stupid.
Now, does that cancel out?
That's what I thought. Like I thought that's what would happen.
It cancels out if you come out twice. Oh, I'm straight. Oh.
But no, that's not what happened. I don't know. I just started reading gay shit, and I was like, oh, that's gay.
Oh, that's gay.
Sounds like, huh, what was that?
Yeah.
I felt something.
I was like, oh yeah, he's hot. What?
Dude,
And then it turns out I was a chick, and I was like, oh, okay, so I was into women the whole time. It's fine. Oh,
dude,
wait.
do you ever see like a person walking by and like, you know, they're an attractive person, and then you get like a sinking feeling in your stomach, and then you're thinking, oh shit, am I gay? But really, what you're thinking is like, fuck, dude, I'm looking shitty today. Okay, that's me. Because think about it though.
Shitty today.
I got a haircut, and then I walked past the same person, felt nothing, because I was dominating them.
Oh my god.
Carry on.
What the heck?
No, yeah, I'm still gay, so it's really, yeah. It's really weird because I go back and forth between like omnisexual or pansexual, but then now I just say queer because it's easier for me. But like, you could literally just post a picture of anybody, and I'll just be like, hot.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, it's just. Yeah.
Rupert Murdoch. What do you think of that?
I don't know who Rupert Murdoch is.
Okay, never mind.
Should I Google it?
No.
Google it quick. Okay.
I think he owns like all the right wing media, so there you go.
Oh, okay, then no. Yeah, whatever. Nick Evans, ask the next question.
Oh yeah, my name is Nick Evans, by the way. I'm the new guy.
Danny didn't. Wait, no, hold on.
I'm
Sorry,
Sean
Danny.
Evans's slightly less bald cousin.
Danny,
We're cousins, by the way.
Receding hairline.
We're definitely cousins.
Danny, where did
It's
you
weird,
get your...
dude. I have like a receding pattern, but it hasn't receded. It's just
Maybe you just
shaped
have a-
like it's just shaped like that.
Danny, where did you get your start in gay shit or whatever the hell he is?
I mean, it didn't happen until like high school, so, but it was very mild. I would say I
You're perfect for
didn't-
the show, Danny. Mild ones.
mild ones.
Sponsored by Smoky Smokums.
When you had the realization, were you just kind of like, oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, it was definitely, first curiosity in like high school and everything like that, but then it didn't really happen until like when I was for sure, until like mid-20s. So.
Okay. Yeah. I think the first time I said it out loud, I was like, oh, man.
Yeah. I mean, the first
Did
time.
it feel good or did it feel bad to say it?
I felt scared. I was scared.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I would say like, I mean, the first time I came out to my mom about my sexuality was like 4 years ago too. Cause I told her, I'm all like, I know, I'm definitely like, I'm on the spectrum.
She's
Yeah,
like,
you're like, I feel it
we
in my
all knew,
tits, like-
Danny.
Yeah. So.
Question though, are all girls bisexual or just Danny?
Just Danny, I think.
Just me.
Okay.
Yeah, literally only Danny.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Just clarifying.
Just kidding. But no, like,
I think
no,
there's more girls than guys who are bi. I'm just saying.
I was excited but scared. I was just like, how do I tell people? Are they still gonna love me?
Yeah.
I knew my friends were still gonna love me. Like, I know, like,
Yeah. I mean, it's more like family versus like friends.
yeah. I know when I came up to my friends and like it started going around school or whatever, most people were just like, oh yeah, that makes sense because Sam's like a little, whatever, But like then when I came out as trans to like some of my friends, some of them were kind of like, oh really? And then the other half of my friends were like, knew it. Like,
Yeah.
but
what
like,
took you so long?
Yeah. Pretty much. Yeah.
Okay, let's get to the anime portion here. I'm the question asker.
Okay, sorry.
Finish your bread soup. Okay.
All right, wait. What's
Ew.
the next? What's
For
the
the
next
next
mile?
bread
Scoville level,
soup.
we're bumping it up a notch.
Okay. It's gonna get a little too mild. I don't know.
We're going to lettuce. Okay.
Oh God.
This is iceberg lettuce. It's fresh.
Best.
It's not going to give you diarrhea, so don't worry. Lettuce soup as your dip. Okay.
That's
And,
so spicy.
So in anime, LGBTQ, what do you look for in representation in anime?
Just on like.
And you can give example. Feel free to give examples, like names, name shows, directors, whoever. Yeah.
And I'm gonna
It's
be
definitely okay, I will say it
You go ahead, yeah,
definitely
you go ahead.
evolved. Like early on, I feel like, LGBTQ representation was kind of like not like a joke, but I would say like a lot anything that came out as anime that was like same sex was pretty much like very heavily sexual.
Yeah, it
like
was
yaoi and yuri and stuff.
Yeah, it
so
was inherently like sexualized. Yeah.
yeah, which some of it isn't bad.
Right.
Like Gravitation was good. 10 Count is a great yaoi. Sekaiichi Hatsukoi, the world's greatest first love, is also a yaoi, and that one is actually really, really good. Like, I love the story in that one.
Well, I think the problem too is like how gay and lesbian people and bi people are often seen as like inherently like being LGBTQ or being gay is like an inherently sexual thing.
Right.
And a lot of the gay stuff we got back then was just yaoi and yuri and not just romantic
so like
stuff like boy love or girl love stuff. And
yeah, so now, like recently, we have been seeing more same sex that's more strictly romance, and it's not just about like the sexy stuff. So I would say like as in a yaoi aspect, I definitely look my representation for it is like a good story along with the sexy time, because that's just like more adult content. It's not just like, oh my god, they held hands like for the very first time, like
yeah
like in typical romance stuff. So yeah, so that's what I typically looked for, especially when I was reading when I am reading yaoi. I definitely look for a good plot that blends in with like the sex. But now,
so you're looking for like boy love stuff, not just like
yeah.
not just straight
So
up,
now, for example, like Sasaki and Miano, that is an excellent representation of LGBT romance. Like that's what I typically look for, is like a good romance story. So
I think Given is a good one too. Given is great.
Yeah.
In LGBTQ representation, I'm kind of looking for like, so I don't, one thing that was really bad in the past that a lot of people did was like queer coded gay men. So like him was a villain, right? And his whole thing was like he was feminine or drag or something like that, you know?
Yeah.
And I hate that shit, right? It's kind of like how they make cat characters inherently evil, you know, like, oh, the cats, like in Dogs vs. Cats, that movie, the cats are the bad guys. Or in Tom and Jerry, Tom is kind of the bad guy because he's...
Yeah. I mean, it's the same thing with Tweety and Sylvester.
Sylvester is kind of the bad guy because, and Tweety's like the Bugs Bunny, you know?
Yeah.
But, like, it's kind of like that. Like, they did that with gay men a lot. I hate that shit. But at the same time, on the other side of that coin, I want to see more LGBTQ people be villains because, like, it's cool. Yeah, we're getting a lot of representation now where like the heroes and good guys are gay people and stuff and are trans people, and that's awesome. But like just like regular stuff. Like, so like I think a good example of this is like in My Hero, Big Sister Mag is in the League of Villains, and she's trans, right? But she like doesn't, quote unquote, what some people say, pass as like a woman. She looks like she's got kind of a beard, you know. She's kind of have a huskier body, kind of a masculine body, you know, with masculine proportions, I guess you would say. But like she's a woman, right? And so like I like that because like it kind of shows like that you don't have to pass or whatever to be like you don't have to wear makeup, you don't have to wear a dress, you know what I mean? Because she just wears like a button-up orange shirt and jeans and a t-shirt, you know what I mean? And then and sunglasses. And then there was also what's her name, dude? She's in My Hero also. The cats, the wild pussycats or whatever. It was like 3 girls, but one of them is like really the bigger one is like really masculine, really muscly, like just shredded, short haircut. I forget her name. But like she's part of the wild pussycats. There's like 4 of them. And I like that as well. Like just they're just in there. You know what I mean? They don't really talk too much about it, you know? Cuz like that doesn't have to be like the main thing about them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like no, that character's the main things, the merits about that character is that they're a hero and that they're strong and that they're part of the Wild Pussycats, which is one of the best hero teams in My Hero Academia, right?
Right, yeah.
The merit.
Well, I mean, that's the same. If we're going to talk about queerness in villains, Sailor Moon has a numerous
aren't like all the
amount of
villains?
Yeah, I was gonna
Not-
like,
well, no,
No,
not
maybe
all
not.
of them. Not all of them, but the most notable, I would say gay men in Sailor Moon are Kunsight and Zoisite. Fisheye is a man, but they represent themselves as a woman. So, yeah, and there's oh my gosh, the animates from Sailor Stars. Oh, frick. I wish Kai was here because he knows them.
Oh, we get it. You can move on. That's fine.
Yeah.
On the other hand, if it's part of their story, then that's fine. Like in
Right.
Zombieland Saga, there was the one character where, like her backstory was like she's a trans character, but like she got a facial hair on her face, and that's like what killed her because she was like, "Oh my god, a face hair," and it was kind of funny. It wasn't really like making fun of trans people or whatever, you know, because like I hate my facial hair, you know, it makes me feel dysphoric. So like,
Well, at least you know you have it. Some people don't even don't even realize.
I mean,
You know what I'm saying? Like the mustache, and they're like, "Oh,
Yeah.
I don't even know I have one," you know, or like the nose hair sticking out.
some people like, I mean, there are even cis women who have like, you know, they have PCOS that have like facial hair and stuff too. But
Which
I mean,
is fine. Just trim
yeah,
it.
like
Trim it, baby.
yeah, you know, who cares? You know, I mean, it's there's weird mutations out there where people have beards and, you know, whatever. But like, I like
Use
the
Manscaped.
I like the idea where Manscaped. I like the idea where we're seeing more characters in like that don't have to like pass or look a certain way, because you don't have to look a certain way or dress a certain way to like be non-binary or gay or whatever the hell, you know what I mean? So yeah, anyway, I want more diverse representation and not just the gay man villain or the
sissy villain that's like Dr.
Yeah.
Evil, you know.
or him from Powerpuff Girls. Yeah. Like I like more than that, and I want more like villains who are gay just because whatever, you know. But
Gay.
they're also
they're like Pegasus. Oh shoot, would Pegasus be a sissy villain? I don't know. Like from
no,
Yu-Gi-Oh?
I don't even know, because like he's not gay, but like
He's
presents
definitely something.
He presents like he presents like feminine and kind of bougie, but like that's what's kind of cool about him, is because like he's not afraid to like look good, you know what I mean, or like
yeah.
where what people would consider.
He's not
oh, that's
afraid to shower gross.
He's not afraid. He's not afraid to spend a few extra hours in front of the mirror. You know.
I'm so straight. I don't even wipe.
There's Berg Ketsi from Gotchaman Crowds.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
shit, dude.
Danny's listening to all the old stuff.
Oh
Okay,
my
next
God.
question.
My memory is so bad. I watch Gotchaman Crowds. My only memory is the soundtrack.
Dude, we reviewed it.
I know, and I fucking forgot a lot of it. They had
All right, what's
phone
the next-
voting. I know that. Okay.
What's the next question?
Next question. So, okay, branching off that question, what your preferences were? What are some counterexamples or pitfalls of this genre or subgenre? What
do you mean
What do you not want to
counterexamples?
see? Like, what is a bad
Oh.
thing that they do?
Oh, so I guess aside from the queer-coded villains and shit.
Which, yeah, that's one. That's one example. I think you
That's
mentioned
one.
that once. So.
I mentioned that earlier. Yeah.
The typical
You can name names, name anime, name whatever.
it's not even like a specific. Well, okay, I guess it's the one thing I do have a problem with is, especially in Yuri, is the whole we're stepsisters, but I think I have feelings for you.
like Citrus?
So let's that's just weird.
Well, that's even in there's even straight couples that have that shit. Like the
but
whole
I
whole
feel
thing
like
in Sword Art Online where it's Sugu is in love with Kirito or whatever.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of I feel like I see that a lot more in Yuri rather than in kind of
Didn't
regular.
I never really watched it, but I heard people talk about it. Wasn't Super Lovers kind of creepy, where they creeped on the younger guy?
Super Lovers was pretty that creepy level.
It's one of those things
'cause
it could work in anime, but not in real life, because in anime you can kind of draw them to look the same, or you can draw them to look. I don't know. Everybody has the same texture, but real life is way different. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I just get really turned off when I see stepsister and stepsisters have all of a sudden have a relationship. But I mean, I guess that's in general, indirect. That's not the word. Literally marital status families that form a romantic relationship with each other. That's just weird.
You're saying you see that a lot in Girl Love and Yuri. And
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
I do.
And
I get the feeling that's kind of a thing. Yeah,
It's like pseudo incest. Yeah.
Why do they? Yeah, why do they have to?
why does that have to be a thing?
Because it's
that does
Japan.
not-
It's a taboo. I mean, it's taboo everywhere, I think. But
that kind of is the gay stories we used to get on Lifetime, where it's the teacher falling in love with the student bullshit. It's okay,
yeah.
let's not do that. You know what I mean?
it's like
but,
Indiana
yeah.
Jones, where the girl closes her eyes and her eyelids say "love you." Dude, can you blame her? It's Harrison Ford. Come on,
It's Harrison Ford, dude.
he gets a pass.
Yeah, no, I think pitfalls. I mean, I would
What
say,
about
I would
a sexual assault? That happens sometimes, right?
Yeah.
For whatever reason, in
Yeah.
anime, it doesn't hit as hard as real life.
It's
Right.
It's it's almost kind of funny to me.
That mainly happens in a lot of yaois, and it's
Because they
No,
always
stop,
they always
like-
end up liking it. It's like a fake no.
yeah, and
Just like
the
real life.
dominant character is
God,
all
Nick.
oh come on, you like this, you're wet,
You have to take responsibility. Look what you made me do.
So bad. God. All right, next question.
All right, we're moving on to the next little food here. I'm gonna get your next set of wings, because we're getting the next dip here. We have applesauce. Okay,
Applesauce is good though.
this will cool you down. Applesauce wings. There you go. A little sugar, a little sweet, a little coolness, and it's cold too. Here's a question. What do you? Okay, here we go. Who are some of your favorite characters, LGBTQ characters?
Ruby Moon is absolutely one of my favorites, and
Toya and Yukido.
Choya and yep. And then I would say also I do like Victor from Yuri on Ice. It's one of my favorites.
Yes.
He's never, I mean, they've never said, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
It's not actually like.
Oh, they're super gay. What are you talking about?
oh yeah, no, yeah, he's totally gay.
I mean,
but,
they
like,
are
they, like,
totally
literally
for
kiss.
sure,
What I
but
like-
it's not. They don't like say it out loud.
Yeah, what I like about that show is that they never say it. It's just like whatever.
Well,
you
they
know
don't.
what I mean?
They
It's
don't
just-
need to say it.
They don't need to say it, yeah. But I also really like Lily from Zombieland Saga, and then
I need to watch season 2 of that still.
and then obviously I always forget her real name.
Uranus and Neptune.
Yeah, Uranus and Neptune. Haruka and Michiru. Yeah, I love them obviously, and Kaoru Nagisa is probably like because like technically Kaoru is like genderless, right? But like they refer to him as a he or whatever.
Oh,
and all
from
that stuff.
Evangelion.
From Evangelion, yeah. But
Oh,
like,
I thought you said 2 different characters. You said Kaoru and okay.
sorry, yeah, my bad. Kaoru Nagisa. He
Just say
definitely-
Kaoru. We know what you're talking about.
He gay. Used to so gay.
Kaoru is infinite. Kaoru is all.
Yeah, like that's what I kind of like about him too. Is like he's kind of like he's technically genderless, right? Because he's spoiler alert.
Yeah, we get it. You don't gotta do it.
Yeah, I don't want to say. I don't
anything.
know. I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it. But you know what I mean. 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 Those are some of my favorites. Danny, what about you?
I mean, Victor. I mean, I
Victor's
kind
good.
of said a lot of them while you were
Earlier,
talking,
yeah.
too. So
Oh, Tomoyo. I really like Tomoyo too. From
You know who you would like? You would like
Card Captors.
the
Oh, yeah.
main character in Assassination Classroom. The main kid, because they always mistake that kid for a girl, but it's a boy. I just thought of that.
Oh,
show
really?
just now. Yeah, I think actually their character might be.
There's a
named
character in Hunter x Hunter who I thought was super sick.
Ahsoka?
Oh,
Karapika?
yeah, Ahsoka's-
Karapika?
No, not Karapika. Her power is like with music.
oh, Melody,
Melody, yeah. She looks like
but she's cursed though.
she's cursed. Yeah, that's why she looks like
That's
that.
why
But, like,
she looks like that.
But like she gets mistaken for like an old man all the time, and she's kind of made to feel more like a woman hanging around Karapika again,
Right.
which is really cool because like he treats her like one and doesn't treat her like some kind of weird looking person or whatever. And
Some kind of
Oh.
freak.
and just, like,
Killua's younger sibling is trans.
I know I haven't gotten there yet, which sucks.
I haven't gotten there yet either.
But yeah.
So
We're coming up
shit,
on
we
that
should-
Hunter x Hunter review.
We got to
so
do
that's
that.
Gonna be cool.
I'm gonna speed watch it. Actually, what I'll probably do is just like watch a bunch of reviews because I've already seen it, and there's no way I'm gonna have time to rewatch it. But I don't know. We'll
No,
see
no,
what
no.
we do.
I think you'll be fine if you, yeah, because we'll be fresh on it. But anyway,
Okay,
yeah.
mine personally, Kumiko and Reina from Hibike Euphonium, Sound Euphonium.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
yeah.
Utena and
Yeah, Utna and
Anthe.
Anthe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta watch High
Yeah.
Bike Ufotable.
You would like Sound Euphonium. I think season 1 is better than season 2, personal opinion. And it's funny, it's not a Yuri anime, it's not Yuri at all, but it's like so coded in it, like it's so close. It's so close.
Like they
So-
they love each other, don't they? I mean, what the hell?
Yeah, it's more of like a platonic thing, but people meme about it. So
Also,
yeah.
to kind of go back to the other question. Sorry, I forgot to say this. I want to see more A representation, like A romantic and asexual.
Speaking of asexual, Suna from My Love Story. I mean, it's not. They don't say that Suna is asexual, but you can totally tell that Suna is asexual because he.
Oh,
just
yeah!
does not. He just
He's
does
too
not
cool.
really have any interest in females.
Thing about asexuality or aromantic is that it's kind of a spectrum, right? So like there are asexual people who are just like they don't feel anything or any attraction, or they feel a little bit, or there are some who are repulsed, sex repulsed.
Would that be like
you know
Land
what I
of the
mean?
Lustrous? Would that count?
I guess you could say those they're agendered or aspect.
I
Yeah,
mean, they're made of
like,
like
they don't feel
metal or no rocks.
right.
Yeah.
I have no idea. I guess I wouldn't know, but like
That would be like the perfect
there's-
example because they're literally rocks.
Yeah, there are people who don't like. There are people who are sex interested, you know, but like they don't like they
I'm
don't mind
interested.
reading or watching porn, or they like watching porn or reading, you know, hentai or whatever, but they don't want to do it themselves. You know what I mean? So it's kind of a wide
That's
spectrum
just
when it
mind blowing
comes
to
to
me.
that.
That's like the
And-
most mind blowing to me.
I would love to be more educated on that because I feel really ignorant speaking on it, and I probably shouldn't speak for them. But like, there's different
I
kinds
will.
of
I'm just kidding. I won't.
there's different kinds of people on the A spectrum, which is cool. That's what's cool about a lot of LGBTQ stuff. You could measure on a spectrum.
Yeah,
Right,
there's
so,
probably
like-
just like a huge amount that I don't know at all.
Yeah,
there definitely is.
Again, I want to say too, like for any of my other LGBTQ people listening to this, and you feel I've said something out of turn, please call me on it, and I'll.
Oh, you know I did. I
obviously.
said like 10 things out of turn, you know.
Yeah.
You can also say
Just put all
you can
all
also-
the hate onto me.
You can also say Motoko from Ghost in the Shell is on the spectrum.
Oh yeah, well definitely. Doesn't she like make out with chicks and stuff?
Well, she
No,
She's a spy though.
she
not a
has her
spy,
own
but-
like
The ma-
conscious and will and stuff, but she doesn't feel attraction or romance towards
yeah,
people. Yeah,
Because she's just like a brain in a jar, right? Pretty much.
pretty much. Yeah,
She's a ghost
but,
in a shell.
Yeah, but anyway, next question.
And for the next question, we have for the flavor of this wing, we have a boiled potato. So how's that tasting for you guys? Is it mild enough for you?
No, I need some salt, pepper.
Oh, get that out of here. That's not allowed on the
butter.
station.
Too spicy.
You do the opposite of what they do in hot wings. You guys just fucking pour hot sauce in your eyeballs. It's too mild. Okay. So we asked about characters. We asked about representation, all that stuff. What about this? So like, what are first of all, what are your favorite examples of a gay anime story or queer anime story? And then on top of that, what would you recommend as a good jumping off point for someone like me who's looking to dip their toes into the genre?
Honestly, like, I mean, Revolutionary Girl Utena, Sailor Moon.
Is this these are your favorites and also the jumping off, or what how are you?
Yeah, like, I feel like if you want to, like, hop into the pool kind of thing, I feel like those two are definitely a good representation. Also, Sasaki and Miano, I'm going to say it again, is a fantastic gay romance story. Like, it's literally just... It could be a shoujo, like hetero shoujo romance, but like it has those elements, but they're just with two guys, and I love it for that. It's so great. Same thing with Stranger by the Shore is another great representation of LGBTQ romance.
Yeah, Stranger by the Shore is good, especially because it's just a movie.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it's,
it's
like,
super easy
easy
to
watch.
watch. Like, you
Oh,
don't.
yeah, we read
you
that for
don't
Manga
have
Club,
to-
I think.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
don't have to. And Sam and I did a review for it too. You know, with Stranger by the Shore, you don't have to commit to like the 3-ep rule, or commit to like 12 episodes or something like that. So it's just like, it's not even like an hour long. What was it, like 58 minutes or something like that? It was a very short film.
Yeah.
So
Which I hope like they make a part 2 of. That'd be sweet.
I mean, I hope so too. Either that, or I'm fucking reading the rest of it. Like,
Right. Yeah, that's a good. I think what Danny said pretty well. I think Given is also really good. Given is a good one just because.
Well, that also has like music elements too.
I think the gay part of it is not the focal point, which I like. There is like a few times where like the character's like, damn it, am I gay? Like shit, you know what I mean? But it mostly focuses on just the romantic part and the band part of it. And there is that one episode obviously where he's like, oh, I think I'm in love with whoever, and the drummer was like, whatever, I was gay once. Like, it was really funny.
Every time I hear that, I just think of fucking Stanley Tucci and Easy A.
Yeah, it's like all God's children. I was gay once.
I've heard that quote before.
Everyone's done it. It's okay. Like, it's like one of the best movie dads ever. Dude. It's so funny.
Oh my god.
But yeah, like I think Given's a good one, just because. And it's not that it's not that I don't want the gay part to be a main part of it, but I like that it's not, just because like it's a good way for more people to consume gay stuff without it being the whole thing.
Yeah.
And sometimes we need stories where where it's just a story and there happens to be gay people in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or whatever, or LGBTQ people in it.
It's like you said, some shonen has, those LGBTQ queer characters.
And trans characters, and it's not like their main. It's not their main thing. Yeah, it's just
yeah.
That's just who they are. Yeah, they're just in it.
And I mean, it's the same thing. I would say another good example like that would be probably Ouran High School Host Club. How did although she identifies herself as a woman, but throughout the show, she always makes a comment on, that she doesn't care if people, think she doesn't really care what people think of her gender. So
yeah.
Plus her dad is a drag queen. So
hey, post editing Sam here. So right about here, Nick's audio, like his program just like kind of stopped, but me and Danny kept going because the conversation was so good and Nick's question was so good that we kept going like for another 15 minutes before we caught it. But right here, Nick asks, what anime and manga LGBTQ stories, what do they have that non-LGBTQ stories don't, or is there something they have that others don't? And here's our answer. And yeah, I don't know. That's a hard question. I don't think, because like if I were to compare two romances, right, one with a hetero binary couple and one with a gay couple in it, I don't know if one necessarily has more than the other. Well, so this is going to sound kind of bad, because obviously it's not like we want to go through any struggle when we like come out to the world and stuff like that, but that is one aspect that can easily be written. A lot of LGBTQ writers, they write that in their stuff, right? Because it's part of our lives. Coming out to our families is an obstacle. Bringing home our girlfriend when we're a girl is an obstacle. Telling our parents that we don't have a gender and don't want to have kids, like that's an obstacle that we have to like, because a lot of our parents, especially parents, for people our age, we have parents who were, still old fashioned. And so like, that obstacle can be written into stories, and that happens often because the writers themselves are LGBTQ and they know what it's like. They're like, yeah, I've been through this, so I can write this into the story, and people will, relate to it in that fashion. They can relate to how I got through it. So it sounds kind of bad, though, right? Because like obviously that sucks and that's shitty. Like oh yeah, well these stories are better because they have struggle in it. But I think that also brings a touch of realness, writing about that struggle, I guess. So like, but like it sucks that it has to be like that. Obviously, like,
yeah, I will say that although in some shows, especially you see this more so in yaoi versus like Sasaki and Miano and like actual good romance, queer romance.
Right.
At least a lot of the stories that I have read, A lot of the characters don't want to like hold hands or like kiss in public because they're afraid that they'll be judged for what they're doing. I've noticed that a lot in a lot of yaoi manga, that the insecurity that some of the conservative characters, and they don't want to pretty much like come out of the closet publicly.
Yeah.
So
That was one thing I kind of liked about Stranger by the Sea.
right.
Was like he struggled with it internally, and that had a good representation of internal homophobia. You know, it was kind of like, well, fuck, you know what I mean? But like, what was great about it is that they didn't make that the whole conflict.
Yeah.
Because other parts of the movie that were bigger conflicts were like, you know, the girl that came to see him, the fact that he moved away for a couple years, and you know, things like that. Those are everyday things that any other kind of couple goes through. So I liked that that internal struggle was written in there, but it wasn't the whole conflict. It was a really nice balance. So I think that's just like as we go on and write more stories, there will be better balance of that, you know. I think in terms of like what merits that LGBTQ stories have that others don't is the writing of that struggle, because like you know, it creates a little bit more touch of realism about discovering ourselves internally and stuff like that. And to me, like, that's what pride is about, is like being proud of like the stuff that makes you, you know, unique or whatever.
I'm gonna say so I haven't read it yet, but Boys Run the Riot.
I heard that shit was awesome.
Yeah, so I bought the first volume and I haven't read it yet, but the synopsis seems like the main character really struggles with their identity, and a lot of people, you know, keep calling him a girl and stuff. So it seems like in that one there is definitely like that real life struggle where kind of like the same the homophobia comes out, and it's like heavily discussed in the manga and stuff.
And then right here, Nick was like, do you guys think in the future, when we're more tolerant and people are more tolerant, like, what kind of writing, you know, do you think it'll be better in the future, different in the future? How do you think it would be? And this was our answer. No, I think you're right. I think a lot of it is going to be, I think definitely more in the future, it'll definitely be more of an internal struggle than struggling to tell the people around you kind of thing.
It's definitely improved drastically over the last decade, I will say.
Yeah.
But it's still, I mean, you're still going to have a lot of that conservative negativity around.
Yeah, definitely. I think what was really cool, speaking of like internal struggle, like one of my favorite internal identity struggles in an anime too was actually Wonder Egg Priority.
Yes.
The one, I can't believe I forgot her name. I have a fucking cell of her on my shelf. But she presents masculine, like she likes to wear boy clothes, but like she is like, no, I'm a girl. Like I want to be seen as you know what I mean? And she like goes on a date with this Momoe. Sorry, God, I'm
God.
It's like my favorite fucking thing right now, and a fake fan.
Well, there was a trans element in Wonder Egg as well. There was that one episode where there was
the guy who wanted to go out with her, and then he didn't know he didn't have words for it. Like he was still kind of like, oh, well, I thought you were a guy. So,
but there was also that one character. I think she was dead, but she represented as a boy, and
yes.
So
yeah. And then like it was really cool, and like I think in her that was part of like that was part of the issue, right? Like he committed suicide because he was a boy and couldn't.
Right, because no one was going to accept that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And and that part was really cool. Yeah. Wonder Egg Priority is great. I fucking love it so much. God damn it.
Well, there was like that one representation in Dororo, that Dororo was actually like, they were actually a woman, but they represented themselves as
They
a
didn't
boy.
want people to know that they didn't have a pee-pee.
Right.
Well, like, which was weird because I thought they would have ran with that, but then like on the last, spoiler alert, on the last episode they like have like a yukata on and everything. So it's like,
Yeah.
I wonder if that was just kind of like an identity search, like as they were going through it while growing up, you know?
Yeah, like kind of like an identity crisis,
Which is,
if you want to
but
call
which is
it.
cool though, right? Because obviously you want people to explore their stuff, even if it turns out that they're
Right.
not trans or gay. You know what I mean? It's better to know than not. You know, to search and find out. That happens often. There are people all the time who think, "Oh yeah, I thought I was this once, but then I just wasn't," and I'm glad I did the fucking searching to find out. You know, and I think that's
That doesn't mean you actually have to do it.
yeah, exactly. Just because you one time.
You don't have to have sex for that. You could also figure it out other ways.
Yeah, right.
probably.
Yeah, you just, maybe. Maybe.
Well, if you do it safely.
Maybe watch a porno. Who knows? You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Which is weird because I have cisgendered women friends who are straight and they watch lesbian porn.
No, I think that's
It's
more
just-
common. That's more common, I think.
It's so much better than regular.
Well, you don't have the Ron Jeremy's going. You
The
look at
Ron
guy's like
Jeremys.
butthole or whatever. Some guy's grundle or whatever. Fucking A, dude. I want to see that shit. Nobody.
I'm sorry.
Nobody wants
I'm
to
sorry.
see that.
I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. Penises look funny.
Oh yeah.
I like penises.
Of course. Well, sort of vaginas look even fucking weirder. Are you kidding me?
It's like how you think about it, right?
Yeah, but like
Nobody's
just your
like
opinion,
nobody's
okay?
like send vagina pics. Like I want to see a disembodied fucking axe wound. I don't want to see that shit. I don't care who it is, man.
Send Bob.
Close-up pictures of genitalia are just always bad. I don't think it works.
Of any genitalia, honestly. Yeah, I don't know.
Of anything, yeah.
Yeah,
It's like close-up. It's like this is out of context. Like I get it, but it's stupid. It's like meatballs. Like I'm little laughing. Like.
All right, what's your next question?
Well, I was just gonna mention. Okay, I was thinking of the movie Mulan, right? Where
Sure.
she's pretending to be a dude. She's a dude dressed as another dude, playing another dude, Tropic Thunder style. No, not really. But so yeah, what non-romance? Okay, Mulan had romance, but just pretend it didn't. What non-romance, non-romantic stories or characters who are queer are can you think of that you can mention that aren't like the whole thing is them, their sexuality, like they're just casually. That's part of them. You know what I mean?
I would say
like I could think of one like Tokyo Godfathers. I think would be one. I think.
Yeah.
We got to mention that, otherwise we're gonna get canceled.
Tokyo Godfathers is a good one. Ones I mentioned earlier were Big Sister.
Like the characters happen to be queer, but that's not like who they are. You know what I mean?
Big Sister Mag, or the one from Wild Wild Pussycats from My Hero Academia. Some people would say that like Homura Kemi from Madoka was, but I don't think.
Oh yeah.
I think she loved
Is it
Madoka,
like a subtle.
but I don't think she loved her romantically. I think it was like a platonic
Yeah,
love,
yeah.
which was also still cool, but like.
What about like Bushido, like samurai type stuff? Like, I feel like that could work. Like just two dudes celebrating each other's strength. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, there's bromances.
Golden
There's
Kamui, right? I don't know.
bromance.
Kids on the Slope is definitely
Oh
a bit,
yeah.
like a romance kind of thing.
But
I'm
not,
also
but like
gonna-
less romance is what I'm going for here.
well, it's
like
like
queer
a
char-
bromance.
Yeah, like bromance. I
That's-
guess. Would
But
be
you're
close
saying
enough. Yeah,
Nick, you're
that's close
saying
enough.
you're saying characters that are just in there that happen, and it's not centered around their, like it's not centered around their romantic or their sexuality or anything.
Yeah, bromance, or what's the female bromance? Lomance? Krista
and Ymir from Attack on Titan. I'm pretty sure Krista was gay. Or, well, I guess now you know her
dude,
as...
they probably all were, man. Look at those jeans.
You know her as Astoria now, but yeah.
I'm also gonna say, I mean, technically it is kind of a romance, like it's a shoujo, but Nana, I would say, definitely has that queer element between the two Nanas.
Oh yeah.
But it's not romantic. It's more of a like sister type of love.
Yeah. Oh, and
like sisterly love. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
What about Dear Brother Onosama E? You guys seen that one yet? That was on one of the lists I looked up. We read that for Manga Club. That was I think Dazaki did that one. Extremely melodramatic, but like super popular. So I gotta watch that, dude.
Oh, Paradise Kiss.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I ended up watching that one yet.
I can't believe we did not mention Paradise Kiss. What the fuck?
Yeah, Paradise Kiss. Also, Stars Align. I totally forgot about Stars Align.
Oh, was that the racquetball one?
Yeah, it was like soft tennis.
I did not
Oh
like
my
that
gosh.
one. Nobody watched that. Don't watch that. It's bad. Don't do
it's
it.
good.
Shut up. Don't listen to him. Don't
Bad
listen.
show. Don't.
Princess Jellyfish.
Of all the shows we mentioned, Stars Align's the worst.
Nah, fuck you,
You'll
dude.
be wrong.
Yeah, Princess Jellyfish. I totally forgot about Princess Jellyfish.
Like,
Oh yeah, they're all like otaku. Like it's the women's club or whatever. Not club. It's a what is going on in Princess Jellyfish again? There's a bunch of women in a house and like they make things.
No, that's the Princess Jellyfish is the fashion one.
No.
Yeah, fashion. They make like fashion shit, right?
Kuranosuke, he likes to dress in women's clothes, and he finds Tsukimi trying to get this pet store owner to remove a jellyfish because it's poisonous to the other jellyfish.
Okay.
So
we don't need the whole story, but that's basically part of it. Okay.
He's like a drag. Yeah. He like dresses in drag. Yeah.
Yeah, he dresses in drag, but like he's not. I would say he's not gay because he kind of does have feelings for Tsukimi a little bit, but it's still.
He's like David Bowie.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. He expresses his femininity.
He expresses his like outward expression and his fashion is like femme.
Yeah.
I'm starting to wonder if I don't know if I'm misremembering it, but Legend of the Galactic Heroes has a little bit of bromance going on.
Yeah, more platonic bromance, please. I would love more platonic stuff.
I'm thinking of the old version of it. I know the new version made them all pretty boys.
Like let's get
I'm sure.
Let's get an anime where it's like a bunch of people in a house, all genders, and they're all best friends, but they just be fucking. And it's like, oh yeah, just platonic blowjobs. Who cares?
Why not?
Oh, it's like, yeah, dude, my bro gave me a blowjay the other day. It was nice.
It sounded like Jack Black. That's how he says it.
Blowjay. But
can I get a blowj?
But yeah, I would. Honestly, Nick, like that's what I mean. That's what I was kind of meant earlier, where I was kind of just like, yo, man, let's get more characters where like it's just like they're just in it, you know, this side character that comes to save all the Goku and all them from dying is like, oh, he's gay, whatever, who cares? Like that's not the main part about him. Like Piccolo, right, is like agendered and asexual, right, because they don't have genders on Namek. They just all reproduce normally, asexually.
Right.
They just use like, what is it, mitosis?
Yeah. And that like that's no one. They don't outwardly say it, but they just kind of like. And I know that's kind of a bad take, right? Because they're technically aliens, and that's whatever. But like,
oh yeah, that's othering.
Yeah,
them,
it's kind of
right?
it's kind of
like you're an alien.
It's a little othering, yeah. But like, it's still cool. Like it's. I know they say he, but no, like that's what's cool about it is like, it's not something they say. It's just something that's like that, right? That they're just like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but anyway, yeah, I would like to see.
I'm going to recommend one for you guys here.
Okay.
Yurikuma Arashi, Lesbian Bear Storm.
I need to see that. I need to see that still.
I don't remember what happens, but Kunihiko Ikahara, he's your boy. He also did Sarazanmai,
why did we not
the
talk
butt
about
turtles or whatever.
Sarazanmai, dude? Holy shit.
He's a very good queer director. I don't know, he's not necessarily queer, but like directing queer things.
He's really good at it. Yeah, like because
he did Utena as well, a bunch of Sailor Moon.
Because Sarazanmai had a bunch of like queer and gay stuff, but like it wasn't like the whole main thing, really. You know what I mean? It was kind of just like.
You could argue that every magical girl show is kind of a little bit queer. Maybe a lot of them.
But yeah, I need to watch you.
Come on,
you're not wrong.
Come on.
There is for sure.
Every samurai
queer
story is a little
elements
bit gay. Every
in
cowboy story is a
Magical
little
Girl.
bit gay. You know, okay.
Saint Seiya is definitely like Homo erectus.
dude.
That is Homo erectus right there. Them dudes is gay. They're like, dude, I like your abs in this armor. Me too. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Can I touch them?
yeah. Can I? Let me touch your man tit and
Look with your eyes, not your hands.
some cool Greek
Next
god
scene.
armor, my friend. If I were to recommend something non,
What is the least gay anime? Gundam? I don't know.
dude, the least gay anime out there probably. Yeah, what is the least gayest? That's really funny. That's a funny question.
It's got to be Gundam, dude. You got a guy beating up women. Come on.
God,
That's the straightest thing there is. Just kidding.
it's bad. That's the straightest thing.
The original Gundam season had a couple of moments
Yeah.
that were just
Didn't
like,
Amuro slap? Amuro slapped. Yeah.
yeah, he like smacked the shit out of the girl a couple of
Like,
times.
What the fuck?
I'm like, oh, okay.
God,
This is the 70s,
so
I guess. So
terrible.
whatever.
Oh man. All right. Yeah, dude. I mean, I gotta watch Yurikuma Arashi. Definitely.
Yeah, you'd like that.
I love bears. I love lesbians. So that's pretty good.
It's I think it's Ikahara's. It only has like a 7.0 on Mel, which
Yeah,
is
like, it's not
interesting.
his most popular
I
one.
enjoyed it. It has a fun dub. The sub is probably great as well, but yeah,
right.
it kind of it played like a fairy tale almost a little bit. So yeah, there you go.
Okay. Hey, I think that's pretty good. I think that's pretty good. Just kind of yawn about gay stuff the whole time. You know what? And again, I might have said some things that were incorrect because, like, that's the thing too. Is like the people see that like I'm trans and queer, and they think that I know everything about queer people, and that's just not true.
Wow, you know every queer person.
Like Sam, my best friend is gay. You should talk to them. Like, what does that even fucking mean? Your friend could be an absolute dick for all I know. You know what I mean? Like, it's just fucking weird. It's like, oh, Sam, you're Mexican. I love fucking menudo. Okay, good for you. Like, like menudo's delicious, yes, but like, what does that have to do? I don't eat menudo like every day. Like, what the fuck? I don't go up to Nick and be like, oh, dude, you're white. I love crackers. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't fucking do that.
I got some in my cargo shorts in my pocket. I just stashed
in my
them.
cargo shorts. Like, I love how Nick
like
just
Napoleon Dynamite.
I love Nick just leans into it. No, like like that's just so weird to me. Like, like I don't even have I don't even know that many people who are on the A spectrum. I don't know a lot of people who are.
I don't think there are that many people on the A spectrum.
It's definitely not as common, but I think a lot of people also don't know. Because there are a lot of A people who probably try relationships and they don't realize. But. I don't even have that many like non-binary friends. Like I know a lot of non-binary people, but they're like I don't actively like talk to them that much or hang out with them. I talk to more non-binary people in our Discord server than I do, in my real life. So I'm still super ignorant to a lot of gender stuff, and a lot of A stuff.
I mean,
ignorant to.
I feel like there will always be something that you are ignorant with in the queer community, because I feel like there's always something new that's evolving the community and everything like that.
Right.
Especially when it comes to non-binary pronouns and all that kind of stuff.
And neo-pronouns and stuff, right.
Yeah. So I feel like that will forever always be a thing. Like, unless you are kind of like I would say, studying it, or, you know, a journalist or a researcher.
Or taking a gender studies course in college or something, yeah.
Yeah. I don't think anybody will know every single thing about queer.
Yeah, as much as I would like to, you know, and I definitely will.
Right.
But yeah, it definitely, you know, if I've said something out of pocket, I would very much welcome anyone, even when we're not talking about this stuff. If I said something, there are people all the time in our podcast talk channel who are like, "Oh, Sam, you said this thing and this is not right," and I was like, "Oh, fuck, my bad." Like, you know, I didn't know.
Yeah.
Or even Daniel will be like, "Well, no, this character's actually this." I was like, "Oh shit, my bad. I didn't realize." You know, so like, definitely, like, I don't fucking know. Like, I still say a lot of ignorant shit. You know what I mean? So it's like, people think that like, oh, Danny's bi. She might like this bi thing. I know. It's like, what are you talking about? Like, this doesn't mean anything.
Just live and let live,
Yeah,
baby.
just like take everything with nuance and just calm down, dude. And if you like, I mean, I'm pretty open to, like, you know, if I wouldn't say that you should ask every trans person these questions, but I'm pretty open to answering questions and stuff. So if you don't know, just ask. Or, you know, Google is a really powerful tool. That being said, though, Google is also a nice tool to, like, look up LGBTQ anime and manga stuff. I can't believe I didn't mention this one either. Dude, my favorite girl love manga. I just got the first volume of it because it's finally coming into the States, and the second volume is coming out in July, I think. But it's called Catch These Hands.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I think you showed that to us. That looked pretty cool.
Yeah, you talked about that before.
In Japan, it's called Accept My Fist of Love, so that's why they changed it, because obviously that sounds really bad. You know what I mean?
Sounds
yeah.
fisty.
It sounds different over here, if you know what I mean. But like, yeah, no, it's called Catch These Hands. It's really fucking funny. It's a romance, but it's like more comedy, if anything. But like, that's a good representation of a love story. I think it's really cute. But like, yeah, I would say if I were to recommend one right now, I'd recommend that, because it's cute, it's funny, it's not that long, and I hope they make a sequel to it, but I don't think they're gonna. I honestly wouldn't care if they did, but anyway, sorry, I keep going on because I keep remembering things. My apologies. But anyway, Danny, do you have like a LGBTQ recommendation for anyone else other than Nick? Nick, you should read Catch These Hands because you think it's funny.
Let me check. Let's see. I pretty much said all the things that.
Yeah, we pretty much said it all. I just
said.
didn't know if you wanted to name one more like I did just now, because I was like, oh, I just remembered it. I was like, oh.
Yeah, any stragglers?
Yeah, no, I think. I mean, I'm gonna say it again. Everyone just watch fucking Sasaki and Miano. Like, I love.
I
that
totally
one.
forgot about that one. I gotta watch it.
It's so good. It's so good. I love it. It was so good.
For sure.
Just watch it. Just watch it.
All right. That being said, happy
I got one. Sakura trick.
Sakura.
Oh my
They do the most improbable balcony flip. It's hilarious.
Sakura Trick is actually pretty good, right? It's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's all right.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I haven't seen it.
It's decent.
Okay. I'll give it a watch. I'll give it a watch, Rooney.
The reason I watched it is I saw a GIF of them like flipping over a balcony,
Oh.
like connected to each other, and it made no fucking sense. Like gravity just stopped for a second.
That's funny, dude.
It looked like a glitched video game.
Dude, yeah. Honestly.
Oh shit! I forgot to mention Watashi. Oh my god, Wataten. An angel flew down to me.
Oh, I didn't watch that one.
That one's got a little bit of the you know the lolly winks, I guess, but it's not like that bad. It's not like Dragon Maid. Dragon Maid does the young character thing a little too much sometimes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't watch that one.
You watched Dragon Maid? Oh, you didn't watch
I didn't watch
Wataten.
Wataten, yeah. Oh yeah, Dragon Maid.
That show has the meme where the girl's walking up to the counter and like putting something on the counter and everybody captions over it.
Oh,
You've seen
yeah,
that one.
Yeah, I totally forgot about Dragon Maid. Dragon Maid's a little gay. That's a little gay.
Oh yeah, Dragon Maid's super gay. Yeah,
gay. Dragon Maid. I love Dragon Maid. God damn it.
It sucks because like you can't. It's like not necessarily family friendly.
Right. That one's a little.
Because you got the Shota and the girls.
Yeah.
So yeah, whatever. I'm used to it.
But that being said,
it's anime. Japan's
it's
weird.
animated.
You know?
Yeah. that being said, happy Pride Month, everybody, and I'm gonna say, like, if you're still celebrating Pride in the closet, come out when you're ready. Don't come out just because we're out here doing gay stuff. You know what I mean? Just like take your time. And you can always talk to me. I know I'm just some idiot on a podcast on the internet, but like you can even talk to Nick. And Nick is probably one of the bestest friends I ever had. And he's always supported me. So like,
just pretend you're straight. Easy.
Just pretend. But that being said, don't forget that you are loved and supported, and I love you, and I always love you just the way you are. And I'm gonna leave you with the words that Nick always says to me. But I've been Sam. That's been Nick. That's been Danny. This has been the Anime Summit podcast, and stay gay.
Oh my god.
Stay gay.
Yeah. He's like in the back. He's like, stay gay, bro. Oh, man.